Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai, Govinda Jai Jai, Gopala Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Radhe Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Gopi Gopala, Venugopala, Mukunda Madhava, Gopi Gopala, Gopi Gopala, Venugopala. Gopi Gopala, Krishna Hare, 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 Shri Radha Dasi Radha. Jai Shri Radha, Shri Radha.
Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitananda Murtaya Nishprapancha Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitananda Murtaya Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitananda Murtaya Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Sachitanandamurtaya Nishprapancha Shantaya Niranambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitanandamurtaya Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niranambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachitanandamurtaya Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niranambaya Tejase
So welcome. If you're already in the room and you're laying over something, maybe take the prop away and stretch out the body completely. If you're already up, just stay up and keep your eyes closed. That's totally fine. And if you're joining us from back home, welcome to you too. On this tropical Sunday evening, we're going to have a nice and sweaty practice together. Yeah, get your spot ready when you're practicing at home. And maybe come to lay down just for another minute to settle. Or sitting up. Closing your eyes and turning your attention in.
Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Nira
maybe at this point, if you're still down on the floor, you want to take a full breath into the chest and then breathing out completely and drawing your knees in and rolling to your right side. Come to join us sitting up with the legs crossed. Maybe bringing your hips, your buttock onto a block so that the hips are a bit higher than the knees. So in the end you can, just by repetition, the knees can slowly kind of sink to the floor. And from the lower back the spine is strong. Make yourself tall. Feel how the breath moves in the body. And now you can come home into the body right here. Whatever might have happened, whatever's still ahead of you this upcoming week. And just sit here, arriving here, coming home. And then let's bring the hands in front of the heart in Namaste. And we're going to start with chanting the sound of Om 3 times, exhaling. And a full breath in. And take a moment to bow your head towards your heart and dedicate your practice. Coming out of the story of me into the qualities of your heart in connection to everything and everybody around you. So you're not separate, and we come to remind ourselves of that in yogic practice. Whatever the form of practice, and I want to talk about that a bit more today. All these different paths in the yogic tradition. And this is beautifully described in the Bhagavad Gita that we're talking about. So maybe some of you have seen the Bhagavad Gita or have read the Bhagavad Gita. Maybe you've read that already a couple of times, I don't know. And the interesting thing about this book is that if you've read it multiple times, you might come across new things every time. And that's the interesting thing about the Gita, is that there's a lot of tools for transformation in there. Not only Hatha yoga as we practice here on the mat, right? And in the West, this form of yoga, it kind of feels like this is the only tool, this is the only practice there is. But actually, there's many more, and according to your nature, according to what appeals to you, or maybe what appeals to you in a certain stage of your life, what feels very sweet, what feels very close to you, you can use that as a tool. I like this word, a tool for transformation, something that can help you on the path to realize that you're not separate, that you're not this individual entity, that you're one with all, that you are all. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is talking to his great friend Arjuna, and he says, some realize the true self by meditation, others by the path of knowledge, and still others by karma yoga, the yoga of action. And there are yet others who don't know any of these paths, and still they too achieve immortality. The Bhagavad Gita tells the story of a warrior Arjuna and his conflict about engaging in a battle. So he sinks into deep despair at the moment that he's standing on the battlefield. And we might have all encountered a moment of despair in the last couple of months, right? And these are moments, these are really precious moments in which you can realize, hey, what I thought myself to be, maybe I'm not. Maybe something drops away. Or maybe that's a moment in which you dare to listen to something else than you already know. So that is where Arjuna is when the Bhagavad Gita starts. He's in this big mental conflict on the battlefield. And this battlefield represents our mind, right? It represents our struggle. And Arjuna is really one of us. And Krishna is this universal self with a capital S that is deep within all of us. And then he lays out the paths of yoga to connect with Krishna, to connect with the self that is undying and unborn. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about these paths later in class, but for now let's chant a mantra. So we're going to chant to Radhe and Govinda. Govinda is a sweet name for Krishna when he is kind of in his adolescent years. And he's in love with Radha, and Radha is in love with Krishna. And Radha represents the personal energy of Shiva, so they are one. And she is kind of bringing forth, manifesting the energy of Shiva in this world. So it's love manifesting. You can experience that, right? This love in this body. So Radha is that. She's energy. So the neighbors are awake as well now. So Krishna is this thing in our hearts, right? It's this connection with whom you are, this center within you, and we can get so lost in our story. We can get so lost in our roles, the roles we take on in life. And then we use these tools for transformation, whether it's asana, whether it's pranayama in the tradition of hatha yoga, or whether it's chanting the names of the divine, the names of the self, or whether it's studying scripture, or whether it's sitting in meditation and exploring who you are not. Whether it's one of these traditions, it will bring you closer to yourself with a capital S. So let's come to focus on our first tool, the breath. Bring your awareness to the breath and breathe deeply in and out. Maybe if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, this hissing sound in the back of the throat, already find it. Lips closed, sound in the back of the throat. And then slowly open your eyes. Hello everybody. So if you haven't met me, I'm Ida. And it's pretty warm today. So I want you to check in with your own intensity of practice. And if you feel you're a little bit shaky, you just chill a little bit in Shavasana or in child's pose. You catch a good breath and then you pick it up later again. So let's come to cross the legs the other way around and come off your block, so you're sitting with your sitting bones on the floor. Okay. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bring your hands up to the sky and then interlace your fingers and press your hand palms all the way up. Exhaling, staying there. Inhaling deeply, maybe moving the arms a bit back. And exhaling. The last one. And on your exhale, let go of your fingers and then moving into the twist on the right side. So with your left hand, you're holding your right knee and your right hand is behind you. Inhaling deeply and exhaling, completely twisting a little bit deeper from your navel center back. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Last deep breath in here, maybe moving a little bit deeper into the twist. And then on your next inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Again, interlace your fingers the other way around. Pressing the hands up to the sky, inhaling deeply. And on your exhale, coming into the twist on the other side, holding your left knee. You can push the knee a little bit down. Exhaling. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. And on your exhale, from your navel, twisting back. 3 more deep breaths here. And exhaling. 2 more. Exhaling. And the last one. And then on your inhale, come to bring the arms up one last time. Interlace your fingers, looking up, lengthening the front of the neck. And on your exhale, drop everything. Drop your arms, drop your shoulders. And then come to roll over your knees or flip your legs back onto hands and knees position. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, bringing your hands just in line with your shoulders, spreading your fingers super wide. Press the hand palms down. Make sure that your knees are in line with your hips and the feet in line with the knees. Breathing in and breathing out. And then from there, we're going to tuck the 10 toes under, move all your way to the back, come to sit on your heels, straighten your arms. Inhale again deeply, and on your exhale, lift your knees a couple of centimeters, inhaling. And on your exhale, lifting the buttocks up to the sky, first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Maybe it's the first one today, I don't know. If so, take your time to stretch the backs of the legs. Maybe you want to walk your feet to the floor one by one. And with every exhale, you might want to lift your sitting bones a little bit more to the sky. Stretch your arms. The last breath here in down dog. And inhaling and coming forwards into a high plank position. Press your heels away. The body is in a long line. And on your exhale, laying the knees down and the whole body down. Deep breathing, inhaling, lifting your chest. Neck is relaxed. And then float your hands. Feel that the back muscles are doing the work. Don't pull your head back, just gazing down. Last breath here. And exhaling. Inhaling, hands and knees. And exhaling back into downward facing dog. Starting slow. 2 more deep breaths in down dog. Feel that you can roll your shoulders away from your ears. Creating space for the neck. One more time, inhale, come forwards, high plank position. And on your exhale, slowly lay the body down. Keep the hands where they are, inhaling into Bhujangasana, little cobra. And then maybe, again, floating your hands, using the breath to lift you higher. And exhaling down. Inhaling, hands and knees, and exhaling down dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. And from there, we're going to walk our feet forwards. And when you're forward, you can just let your body hang. Bend your knees, lay your belly on your thighs, shake out your head. It's actually a great day for practice as well, right? In this heat, the body is a bit more flexible and a bit more open. But again, our Western bodies are not so used to practicing in tropical heat, so choose your own pace. And then from there, we're going to roll ourselves up with the head last all the way up. And when you're up there, come to stand with your feet together. Bring your hands next to the body, hand palms open. And just feel how you're standing. This is Tadasana, mountain posture. Feel how the feet are connected with the ground, and maybe you feel if you're hanging a bit more on the outside or the insides of your feet. Can you press all 4 corners of your feet equally down? Breathing deeply in and fully out. And then inhale, bring your hands in front of your heart, namaste, exhaling. And then we're going to hook the thumbs, bend the knees, diving down. And rising up. Exhale, folding forwards. Breathing in, looking up. And on your exhale, step the right foot back. Step. Inhale there. And exhale into down dog. Surya Namaskar. Moving through some sun salutations. 2 more breaths in down dog. And the last one. Inhaling, come forwards, high plank position. Exhale, lay the body down on the mat. Inhaling, Bhujangasana. And exhale down. Breathing in, hands and knees, or maybe straight into a downward facing dog. Deeply in. And fully out. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, swing it forwards in between your hands. Other leg follows, toes are together. Breathe in and folding down. Hook your thumbs, bend your knees, rise up slowly. And exhale, hands in front of the heart, namaste. Again, circling down. And then exhaling, folding forwards. Breathing in. Exhale, step your left foot back. Big step. Inhale. Exhale into downward facing dog. Deep breaths in down dog. And exhaling. Keep lifting the sitting bones, lengthening the backs of your legs. And then on the next inhale, we're going to come forwards again into a high plank position. Exhale down onto the floor. Breathing in, Bhujangasana. Exhaling down. Inhaling, tucking your toes and moving into a down dog. Breathe in and breathing out. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, swing it forwards in between your hands. Other leg follows, the toes together. Breathe in and exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Hook your thumbs, move up slowly, inhaling. Exhaling, hands in front of the heart, Namaste. Second round, circling down. And then folding forwards. Breathing in. Exhale, step your left foot back. Breathe in. Exhaling into downward dog. Deeply in. And feet out. Inhaling. And exhaling. The last one. Exhaling. Inhale, come forwards, high plank position. Now choosing to lay the body down or hover above the ground, a couple of centimeters. Rolling over the toes, upward dog, knees off the mat, or maybe a cobra. And exhaling back into down dog. Deeply in. And softly sighing out. Inhaling, lifting your left leg high. Exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Other leg follows, toes together. Breathe in and folding down. Hook the thumbs, bend the knees, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Again, circling down and rising up. Breathing in. And on your exhale, step the right foot back. Getting in there, exhaling in down dog. Follow the breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Deeply in. And fully out. Last one, lift the sitting bones. And exhale. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale just above the ground or lay the body down. Rolling over the toes, upward dog. And exhaling back into down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. And exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. The other leg follows, toes are touching. And on your exhale, folding down. Inhale, hook your thumbs, bend your knee, press all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Take a breath here. And exhaling. Gonna move through one more round, circling down. And exhaling, folding forwards. Deeply in. And fully out. Stepping your left foot back. Inhale. And then exhale, make sure the feet are hip width apart. Okay, so you're pressing your back heel away. And then you're going to bring both hands on the front knee, building it up. Exhale, straighten your arms. And then lift the chest and lift the arms. Exhaling. Deeply in. And fully out. Keep pressing that back heel away so the back thigh is up and the back leg is giving stability. Exhale. Deeply in. And fully out. Inhale, circling your hands down. And then finding your way into down dog. Deeply in. And fully out. Inhaling, lifting the right leg high. Exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Other leg follows, toes are touching. Breathing in. Exhale, folding down. Hooking the thumbs, bending the knees, rising all the way up. Exhaling, hands in front of the heart. One more leg, circling down. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale. And on your exhale, step the right foot back. Again, make sure the feet are hip width apart for stability. Bending the front knee, press your back heel away. Hands on the front knee and lift, lift, lift the chest. And when you're ready, bring your arms up. Exhaling. breathing in and breathing out. Soften your eyes and your lips and your jaw. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale, circling the hands down and step to down dog. Stay in down dog or move through another vinyasa. Choosing wisely. Maybe have another deep sigh out on your exhale. And then from there, we're going to bring the knees as wide as the mat. Have your big toes to touch and come to take a good breath in child's pose. So if child's pose is not comfortable for your knees or your hips, don't worry, just flip around, come to lay on the spine and draw your knees into the chest. So now when you're in child's pose, see if you can breathe in through your teeth, like this, and exhale through your mouth. Breathing in through your teeth, and exhaling through your mouth. Just keep going with that, breathing in through your teeth and exhaling through your mouth. A little cooling pranayama in between. If it feels more comfortable for this pranayama to flip around and to lay on the back, drawing the knees into the chest, perfectly fine as well. Please listen to yourself, to the body, to the breath. Letting go of that hissing breath and just breathing a couple more times normally. You feel this cooling, slightly cooling effect in the mouth cavity. So you can always do this cooling breath, right, when you're a little bit overheated. And then bring your hands next to your ears. And then roll up the spine with the head last, coming back into all fours. Hands in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips. Tucking your toes under, moving the weight back and lifting into down dog. Ujjayi breath. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees deeply. Interlace your fingers behind you. Looking forwards, chest forwards. And on your exhale, straighten your legs and let your arms fall over your head. Use the breath also here to fall deeper from your navel. Pulling your navel in on the exhale. Just let the gravity do the work on your arms. Feet strong on the floor. 2 more deep breaths. And then from there we're going to drop everything, bend your knees, and again roll up carefully with the head last, as slow as you can. Okay. And then when you're up, come to stand sideways on your mat, facing the puja wall. Now we're going to spread the feet wide and bring your arms wide as well, so you can measure that your hands are right above your feet. Taking your toes in and your heels out, strengthening the thighs by pressing the feet down, inner and outer feet. Bring the hands in the hips, inhaling, looking up. Then on your exhale, coming forwards. Then bring your hands on the floor. Breathing in, chest forwards, gazing about 1 meter in front of you. And on your exhale, walk your hands a bit more in line with your feet. Inhaling, gazing up, looking 1 meter in front of you. Spine is long. And then on your exhale, walking a little bit more back. Now keep doing that. Every inhale you lengthen, and on your exhale you fold a little bit deeper. Maybe the crown comes towards the floor. Lifting the sitting bones. Feel the whole backs of the legs. Okay, and then from there we're going to walk our hands forwards and then see if you can find a block. Maybe some of you need a block, and place that block in where your breastbone is, so your upper chest. Maybe some of you don't need a block, so you can just put your hand on the floor. It's good to check in if your spine is parallel to the floor and your shoulders are in line with your hips. So you're really like a table top. Alright, and then bring your right hand on the sacrum, the lower back. Inhaling. And on your exhale, twisting to the right side. Bringing your right arm up into the twist. And you kind of want to make sure that the hips are still equally close to the floor. And twist from your navel. Deep breathing. And exhaling. 2 more deep breaths. And the last one. And on your exhale, bring your hand down. And then swapping, maybe using the block or full hand on the floor. So most important thing is that you just feel that your spine is straight and that your shoulders and hips are in a line. And the normal curve of the lower back is a little bit hollow. So when you're sitting with a straight back, the lower back is hollow. So see if you can feel that here as well, that the lower back doesn't stick out too much. Let's say the vertebrae don't move out too much. So lift the sitting bones, inhaling. And then on your exhale, twisting to the left side. Maybe moving your left arm up. So twisting, you want to twist with a natural curved spine. So some parts of your spine are a little bit hollow and other parts are a bit more round. So whenever you're twisting, make sure that you have this natural curve in the spine. Just sit naturally. Or stand naturally. Exhaling, bringing your hand down again. And then scooping the block out of the way, walking your hands up. Bringing your hands in your hips, inhaling. And on your exhale, come all the way up. And either stepping or jumping your feet together. Shake it out. Shake everything out. And then come to the front of the mat. Back into Tadasana with your arms next to the body, maybe closing your eyes. Just feel the breath. gonna bring the hands in front of the heart. Inhaling, lifting your arms up. And then with straight legs, folding forwards. Breathing in, looking up. And on your exhale, either jumping your way back to a low plank or just step to down dog, perfectly fine as well. Inhaling. And in the exhale, we all meet in down dog. Couple more breaths in down dog. Stretching your arms. Let your head be relaxed, so you're gazing in between your legs or at your navel center. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg high. And exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Make sure it reaches the hands. And then circle your back heel down. So the inner arch of your back foot is in line with the front heel. And then bring your arms up and come into warrior one. Exhaling. Bringing the hands together, turning the torso forwards. Exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhaling. And exhaling. A last one. And on your exhale, open up sideways, warrior two. Maybe checking if that back arm is kind of in line. Don't have the arms too high, so bring them in line with your shoulders. And maybe it always helped me to bring the weight a bit more on your back leg. So you're really as if you're an archer gazing over your front middle finger. Last breath. And exhaling. Inhaling, circling your hands down and step back into a downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Deeply in and deeply out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Circle the back heel down. Find the position of your feet and then lift your hands up, hands touching. Bending deeply into the front knee. Make sure you're pressing the outer part of your back foot firmly down. And turning the upper body as much as you can forwards. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one, inhale. And on your exhale, opening up sideways, warrior two. Strong in the back leg. Exhale. Activate the muscles of your upper arms, but see if you can soften the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one. And exhaling. Inhale, circle your hands down. And step back into a downward facing dog. Breathing out. And then from down dog, we're going to bend the knees. Look at your hands. Lightly hop, step, jump your way forwards. Breathing in and folding down. Now touch the floor with your fingertips. Come to sit into Utkatasana. Deep seat in the knees. Make sure you can see your own toes. Lengthening your arms. Inhale, lifting all the way up. And exhaling, hands in front of your heart. Oof. Second round, circling up. And exhale, folding forward. You're doing really great. Inhale. And on your exhale, find your way back, either jumping or stepping. So don't get too much involved with practice, right? Find the inaction in action. Find this silence that is within you. In movement. So you're not the doer of everything that is happening right now. So make even your asana practice into selfless service. And then from there we're going to lift the right leg high. And exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Circle the back heel down. Rising up. And on your exhale, opening up sideways. So you keep it light, right? All is well. You're doing it as good as you can. You're here and you're fully devoted. Sometimes the mind wanders off. So what? You bring it back and you come back to the practice. Then flip your palms and come for the reverse warrior. Through repetition, the magic is forced to arise. So all these tools are reminders of the true self. And we're going to come back into warrior 2. Straightening the front leg. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Inhale, reach forwards. And then hold your ankle and lift that other arm up to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Deeply in and fully out. Last one. Exhaling. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, bending your front knee. Circling the hands down and step back into a downward facing dog. Deeply in and fully out. Inhale and exhale completely. And then from there, we're going to lift the left leg high. And then come to bring it forwards, circling the back heel on the floor, rising up warrior 1. And on your exhale, you're going to open up warrior 2. All right. From warrior 2, flip palms. Come for the reverse warrior, lightly touching your back leg. Keep the front knee bent. Keep your belly active so you're not hanging in your lower back. And then from there, come back into warrior 2. Exhale. Now we're going to straighten that front leg. Exhale. Inhale, reach forwards. Come to bring your hand on the ankle, other hand up to the sky. Exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Great, 2 more. Last one. Inhale, press your feet down, coming up. Exhale, bending your front knee. Circling the hand down, stepping back into warrior, down dog. And then bend your knees, look at your hands, lightly hop step, jump your way forwards. Breathing in and folding down. Arms up high, legs straight. And then hands in front of the heart, namaste. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, last round, circling up. And exhale, folding forwards. Breathing in, either jumping or stepping your way back. Moving through a vinyasa or stay in down dog. Take another deep breath in down dog. And breathing out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Circle the back heel down, rising up, warrior 1. And on your exhale, open up, warrior 2. Then reach on, forwards. Bring the hand on the inside of your front leg, maybe on the fingertips. Press your outer arm against your knee against your arm. Yes, open up. Bend your front knee 90 degrees. Bend it a little bit deeper, the front one. Yes, exactly. And then the other arm goes up. And then bring it forwards over your ear. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Bring your hand on top of this block. This one. Yes. Great. Now listen up. Bring your lower hand forwards a bit and a bit outside. You're welcome to use a block there or on the fingertips. Inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to lift your back leg up, coming into half moon. No rush, no rush. If you're using the block or your fingertips, make sure you're a little bit outside the line of your foot. So the hand is a bit outside. Otherwise, you cannot keep the balance. So back leg is strong. The toes are towards your nose. Yes, flex your back foot. Yay! And then from there, we're going to bend the standing leg and find your way back into a down dog. Deeply in and fully out. One more inhale. Exhale, sigh it out if you like. All right, other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Step it forwards. Circle your back heel down. Rising up, warrior one. And on the exhale, open up, warrior two. Going forwards, bringing the hand on the inside of the front leg. So feel what's happening to that front knee. It should be about 90 degrees bent. And you can press your outer arm a little bit against the inner knee. Left, right arm up, and then the right arm forwards. So there's a long line from your front fingertips, make the hand really beautiful, to the back part of your back foot. And then there we go again, top hand in the waist. Use your block or maybe your fingertips. Go 2 steps forwards with your hand and 1 to the outside, to the corner of your mat. And then coming up on your exhale, lift, lift, lift the back leg. Flex your foot, stack your hips on top of each other. And when you're ready, rise your arm up. Yes, so if you really activate that right foot, it's going to help you in the balance. Make it really light. And then from there, we're going to bend the knees, step your way back into down dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. All right. Okay. And then from there, we're going to lift the right leg high. And on your exhale, bend your right knee and bring it to the outside behind the right wrist on the floor. The back leg is on the floor as well. We're coming into pigeon pose. So maybe have a look at the back leg. Make sure that it's in line with the body. Inhale, gazing up. And then slowly walking yourself forwards, laying the body down. You're welcome to use that cooling breath again if you like, that hissing sound. Otherwise, just breathe slowly in soft ujjayi. So that's this energy resting at the base of the spine, this resource of energy in the body. Through this practice is supposed to rise through the central channel up to the crown of the head. The serpent power, the Shakti power within us. So we're so much more powerful as we sometimes might think ourselves to be. And then bring your hands next to your ears. Come to roll up with your head last. Then we're going to come onto the right buttocks and swing your left leg forwards. So you're sitting with your right leg bent. Okay. And then bring your arms up to the sky when you're ready. And exhale, come forwards into Janu Sirsasana. The practice of Hatha Yoga fits into the system of Raja Yoga. Maybe you've heard about the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the Eightfold Path. So this is just one of the paths. So there's many paths leading to the same truth. So in the beginning of class we chant, right? And this is a part of the Bhakti Yoga system. And Bhakti means devotion. And practices that are often done in Bhakti Yoga are, for example, chanting the names of the divine, or puja. So a ritual, an offering. At the puja, for example, here at Svaha. So Svaha is a real Bhakti Yoga studio, actually. And then from there, slowly come to roll up. And then we're going to cross the legs, because we still have to do the other side. Coming back into down dog in your own pace. And then inhale, lift your left leg high. And then come to bring your knee to the left wrist. Lifting the chest up. Maybe looking at the back leg, make sure that it's in line, and then exhale, folding yourself forwards onto the mat. But maybe you have children, or maybe you're involved in this really meaningful job that you really love and that you devote all your energy towards. And maybe you don't have so much time for devotional practice or intense asana practice, intense energetic practice. So then make your job, your work, into karma yoga, into selfless service, into a way of reconnecting with this universal self that is you. So karma yoga means selfless service, so acting without getting involved or attached to the outcomes. And then bring your hands next to your ears, roll up. And then come onto the left buttock, swing your right leg forwards. And then sitting in Janu Sirsasana on the other side. Inhaling, lifting your arms up. And exhaling, folding forwards. So we see now that there's many paths, right? There's also the path of jnana yoga, the path of knowledge, the path of wisdom. Reading scripture, or maybe last month you've been at Svaha, we talked about I Am That, about the book I Am That, in which there's a practice called neti neti, in which you explore, with the mind, you explore what you are not. So you really make the mind into this sharp tool to investigate. It's called jnana yoga. So you see that there's something for everybody, right? Something for everybody's nature to work with. So there's really no way out. There's no excuse. Inhale, coming to rise up. And then take your knee in and stretch both legs out. Inhale, lifting your arms up. And exhaling, folding forwards. So for me personally, a whole new world of practice opened up when I really got to connect with Bhakti Yoga. So I was always like, this intense asana, is that really for me? And this gradual path of molding the body. Right, so you allow yourself to explore different kinds of practices, to see what resonates with you. Stay in here for another 10 deep breaths, counting for yourself. moving towards your maximum of today. And then slowly we're going to rise up. And then bring your hands behind you and step your feet onto the mat. Inhaling deeply. And on your exhale, you're going to slowly lift your buttocks up. High, high, high. And then bring your head behind you. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more deep breaths. And exhaling. And the last one, lift as high as you can. Exhale. And then slowly bringing the buttocks down onto the floor. You're going to cross the legs, roll over your knees or flip the legs back. And then find your way back into a down dog. Deeply in. And fully out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. We're moving into a twist. So bring your left hand next to your right foot. About a shoulder width in between. And then lift your right arm up. Keep pressing that back heel away. Exhale. Gazing at your upper hand. Exhaling. 2 more breaths. Maybe lower the right hip. Exhale. And then circle your hand down. Maybe a vinyasa or step to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it forwards in between your hands. Moving into the twist on the other side. Right hand on the floor, left hand lift. Now lower the left hip a little bit so your hips are leveled. Exhale. Gazing up to your top hand. Last breath. And on your exhale, circling your hand down and stepping all the way back into down dog. Breathing in, come forwards, high plank. And on your exhale, as slow as you can go, lay the body down onto the floor. Nice to be on the floor. Okay. So we're going to bring the arms back. Come onto the forehead. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your feet onto the mat. Inhale. And on your exhale, lift your chest. So don't pull with your neck. Just lift the chest higher and forwards and activate your legs. Now let go of your hands. Bring the arms sideways and your legs as well. 2 more breaths here. The last one. And then on your exhale, slowly bring the body down. Maybe the right ear on the mat. And wiggle a bit with your hips. So from there, we're going to bend both knees. A little bit deeper into back bending, stretching the front of your thighs. So hold your outer ankles with your hands. See if you can bring your chin back on the mat. Then take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, you're going to lift your chest and bring your feet back. See if you can flex your feet so the toes going down. Yeah, then you have a little bit more grip. Alright. And again, just let the breath bring you higher. So no need of pulling yourself off with your neck. And on your exhale, slowly coming down. Let it go of the legs, other ear on the mat. Another wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with your butt. Maybe a deep breath to the belly. Feeling the resistance of the floor. And when you exhale, energy through the whole body. And then slowly come to turn around and lay on the back of the body. So when you're on the back of the body, you can already step both feet into the mat. And then brush your heels with your fingertips. Take your toes a bit in and your heels a bit out. Rolling the shoulder blades under. Inhale, and on your exhale, peel your navel up, 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 up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders under. Now you're really welcome to stay here in half bridge or bring the hands next to your ears. I'm not joining because the microphone is falling off. And look at you. So either full bridge on an exhale moving up or staying in half bridge. Perfectly fine. Let go of your neck in full bridge. And then slowly take your chin in and roll the body out. Let the knees touch in the middle. Feel your breath.
Krishna Govinda Govinda Krishna Govinda Govinda.
So exploring the tools of transformation. We're going to move up into bridge one more time, choosing either half bridge or moving into full bridge. Building up, feet hip width, toes a bit in, brushing your heels. Stein, walk your feet a little bit back. Yeah, it's the other side. So away from your neck, yes, exactly. And then come into full bridge or stay in half bridge. Exhaling your way up. Maybe if you're in full bridge, you can try to straighten the legs a bit more. Bring the weight forwards, opening the upper back and the chest. And then slowly chin to the chest and rolling the body out. And then maybe you want to draw the knees up into the chest and roll little circles on your sacrum. So we're going to move into a twist, a reclined twist, and I'm going to let you choose one. So we have a couple of options here. You can either bring your right leg over the left one, hook your foot behind your calf, let the legs drop to the left side, facing the right. Or maybe you just draw both knees in and let them fall to the left, facing right. Or maybe the left leg long, the right leg long, and then you let that leg fall over. Remember again that the definition of a twist is really to keep your spine in a natural curve, to twist, to keep your hips stationary, and to twist from your navel. And with the breath and with repetition, creating more space. Closing your eyes, turning in. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, by whatever path men love me, by that path they come to me. Many are the paths of men, but they all in the end come to me. On your next inhale, bring your legs slowly up to the middle and come towards the other side.
Param Samgate Bodhi Swaha Gate Gate Param Gate Param Samgate
And then slowly from there, bring your legs back to the middle. Maybe shake it out. So, I want to end practice today with shoulder stand. If you want to join in shoulder stand, come to the front of the mat. If you don't join in shoulder stand, which is perfectly fine as well, maybe if you are in your moon days or if you just want to have a rest, come to lay in Shavasana already, or do a little bit of that cooling breath if you feel a bit overheated. So for shoulder stand, we're going to round the back completely. Draw your navel in, so you can roll back, and then tip the toes behind the head. Again, I'm not going to join because of the microphone. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And then press your heels away. If the feet are on the floor, press your heels away. So you're in plow posture now. Halasana. And if you feel you've rolled your shoulders under completely, then bring both hands on the middle back. And then lift your legs up. All 10 fingers are facing up to the sky. Coming up in shoulder stand. Lengthening your legs. Beautiful, guys. It's a really powerful practice. All these inversions. To turn in. To let go of thoughts. So slowly from shoulder stand, tip your feet back down into Halasana. Interlace your fingers one more time. Roll your shoulders under. And then let go of your fingers, and with 2 flat hands, roll the back out. Upper back, middle back, lower back, legs close to the body, until you're down on the floor. Now almost Shavasana time, but before that let's just open the throat a bit more in fish posture. So bring your legs long, your arms next to the body, come onto the lower arms, look at your toes, hollow out the whole back, and then bring the crown of the head down on the mat. Yes, you're welcome to sigh out or stick your tongue out in lion's breath. And from there, press onto the lower arms, look at your toes, and come to lay the body down. Wow, timing. Okay, so resting in Shavasana. So for Shavasana, rest your feet into the legs and the legs into the hole. your hands into the arms and the arms into the whole body. The head into the whole body. The whole body. Surrender it onto the ground you're laying on. Let go. Letting go of what does not serve you on the path to realizing self. Kick off the habits that are weighing you down, that are keeping you separate from the whole. So ultimately, we also have to let go of the paths, of the tools. They serve us for a while, but then ultimately, even that goes. Go within. See how your inner work points at this oneness, and feel what is keeping you from it. The freer I get, the higher I go. The higher I go, the more I see. The more I see, the less I know. And the less I know, the more I'm free. deepening the breath. Bringing your awareness back into the body. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And slowly, when you're ready, drawing the knees up into the chest. And rolling to your right side. To press yourself up to sit. You're welcome to sit on a block or on a cushion at home maybe. Make sure you're sitting comfortable, so which means if you're sitting on a block, scoop yourself a bit forwards, so you really feel that you're not hanging back in the lower spine, so you're sitting up. You have that normal curve. And put the fans on. So sorry about the woof, but let's get some air in. Okay, so we're gonna do again this cooling pranayama that we already practiced in child's pose, but there's actually two variations of this, and they're called Shitali and Shitkari, and they're pretty awesome, and you can explore both. And for some of you, it might not be possible to do one of them. So, can everybody do this? Yes. Seems to be some genetic default that some people. No, doesn't matter. They thought about that also a long time ago. So you can go on with this one. For the ones that are rolling up their tongue, you're doing exactly the same. You're inhaling through that tube and exhaling, letting go, and then breathing out through the mouth or through the nose. So let's see. Choose if you want to breathe out through your mouth or your nose. I generally do it through my nose, I think. Yeah, but you can also open your mouth and breathe out through your mouth. There's no counting, no locks in the body. It's just sitting with a straight spine. And inhaling deeply through that tube or through your teeth. Closing your eyes, keeping your face relaxed, and then exhaling either through your nose or your mouth. And if you're doing that, really make that sound. So it's going, the air is going especially through the sides of your mouth. Don't strain the breath, because that might actually heat up the body again. Or if you feel you're out of breath, just let go of it for a while and just pick it up later again. feeling maybe the cooling sensation in the mouth cavity or in the head. And if you tend to wander off, just bring your attention back to the breath. And then wherever you are with this cooling breath, slowly come to finish your cycle. And then breathe in normally through the nose. And just feel the mouth. Soften the forehead and the jaw. So I'm inviting you to just sit here for a couple of moments. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. Nothing to gain or get rid of. Allowing your whole body to relax in this seated position. Also those spots that you tend to hold on to. Allowing thoughts, if they arise, to just pass through. Not hanging on to any particular story, not getting involved, not pushing away. Allowing sounds and sensations to come in. And to pass through. body relaxed and alert. Breath calm. Let the mind dissolve in stillness. Let the heart be wide open. Bringing your hands in front of your heart. Counting the sound of them. Exhaling together. Take a deep breath in. Bowing forward if you like, opening up your eyes, coming off your block, and bowing to the true self that is within you, the only true teacher. All right, and when you're ready, coming up, thank you everybody for practicing with me in this tropical heat. Practice a little bit more of that cooling breath before you go to bed and when you wake up, whenever you want actually. And drink some extra water. And I hope to see you soon. Any special things? We have Ashtanga classes early morning, 8 o'clock. That might be nice since 8 o'clock is probably a little bit less warm. So check that on the schedule. It's a couple times a week now. New Ashtanga teacher. And yeah, see you next Sunday maybe.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Graag gedaan.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna